All right, pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approval of claims. We all make a motion to approve the claims.
I'll second.
All in favor? Old business, won't have any. New business, Scott Crandall. Bringing in that survey.
To sign, that should be free. It's the same thing as. Same thing, just didn't sign it. I went to record it and.
That was the copy. That was the copy that we signed last week.
You didn't sign anything last.
No. That was a different. Yeah, that was a
Okay.
different.
Yeah. Busy day.
Too bad day, actually.
It doesn't have to be notarized.
Okay.
David, if you got it.
Whatever you think.
Here.
The ADA compliance.
So the two things that I have today, the first, we can address the ADA and Title VI compliance. These are documents that the state and the federal government requires us to have on hand: an ADA transition plan and a Title VI implementation plan. When I was looking into it, I talked to Gail, trying to find our last ADA plan. It looks like we haven't had an ADA plan. The last one we were able to find was 2018. So this one is kind of just getting us on track, making sure that we're engaging folks to make sure that we're discussing the ADA transition. But this is sufficient, at least at this point. The things that we do need to designate is an ADA and Title VI compliance designee. So if there's any complaints under either of those, then they can go to that appropriate person. Sounds like the person that used to be the compliance officer for this is no longer employed here. In other areas, the commissioners have served as this. So if you can designate one of your selves as the person, we can fill that in to this plan. And then we have a resolution adopting these. So again, these are essential. You're supposed to have these plans every 3 years, and then every year you're supposed to update them. So this is getting us back on track, and we can update these as needed. Title VI shouldn't be a problem, but the ADA transition will be a little more comprehensive. We had a self-assessment back in 2018 is what I saw.
So probably a little more comprehensive. What else do we have to do?
Well, we need to know what we're out of compliance with and then start to make those changes that may need to be changed.
So we did a survey, right, Wesley? And we had a list of things that we were out of compliance with. And when we've had an action, we've addressed it. So
Phase one, phase two. Phase three, we didn't get COVID yet, so we kind of got held up. from that.
So what I'd say is we revisit that self-assessment for next year and then plan out this phase three and implement those as we go. But this is really just getting us back on track. Dusty and I had talked, this wasn't ready. This has to be done before the end of this month for us to be in compliance with both federal and state guidelines. We just have to have them on file here. So what the action that would be needed is first, we need to designate one of you guys is my recommendation as a compliance officer. So this is the person that's in this plan, that all employees should have a copy of these plans, that then if they have a complaint, then they can send a complaint in that complaint form that's there to one of you guys. That's what my recommendation is. Designate a first person, then adopt that resolution adopting these plans. So whoever wants to be that.
I can get on.
I'll be the complaint person. Amy said volunteer to be the point of contact for ADA, American with Disabilities Act, and complaints for the county. I'll make a motion to adopt this transition plan.
I'll second.
All in favor?
And the resolution should take care of adopting both. I think, did you just make a motion to appoint Jamie, but then you also accept that, but the resolution takes care of both.
Oh, okay.
And that, you may have signed that. The resolution wasn't that. Yeah.
Thank you. That's the transition. Okay.
This is different, I think this is. That's internal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what you should have is the ADA plan.
Yeah.
The ADA transition plan, the Title VI implementation plan, and then you should have separately the resolution adopting both.
The resolution is internal controls that I got there. Yeah, the resolution is on the back, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was,
So, no, on the back of that little packet.
This,
Yeah, let's see one of those. I printed off what you did, and I didn't. look at everything.
This is the back. This is that. This is the back. This should be the front.
so just adopt that resolution, whatever number that is.
All right. What would be our next?
11.
Which one of those would need to be read out?
You can adopt it.
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution now number 11, adopting Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990 for Switzerland County, Indiana.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The second item that I had deals with compliance, and that's the other, this one's an actual ordinance. When I came in, it looked like there were some adverse findings in a State Board of Accounts reports. I think it was from last year. Those require some action, so we're on an action plan right now. The action plan for us, what we were admonished on was not having a control insofar that we didn't mandate that everyone had internal control training. Now, it is my understanding in talking with Gail that pretty much everybody has been taking the training and has been in compliance, but our action plan is to mandate that everyone takes the training. So that's what this ordinance does. It does not supersede the last time in 2013 you have, or was it 23?
23, they did a ordinance for internal controls and internal.
2023, the county adopted internal controls, but what we were dinged on after 2023 was not mandating that everyone was in compliance with training that.
Did you look at the policy handbook? Because I think it's included in the policy handbook.
Well, I'm just looking at the finding and what we put in that we were gonna do. And so this ordinance cleans it up from my standpoint and mandates that every person has to have this training. They have to provide proof of it for this year by the end of November, and then there's ongoing trainings every year.
That's every year though.
Again,
Right.
everyone appears like they may be in compliance now, but this is just to fix the adverse finding that we had from State Board of Accounts last year. So for this is just making sure they have the training video, and if they've already done the training video, that's great. They just provide that compliance notice to the auditor's office so they can keep that in their file. And then I also want to make sure everybody has a copy of the ordinance from 2023 noting on the internal controls that have been passed.
I'm pretty confident that the employee policy or handbook states that everyone has to do the internal controls. It shows the link to the,
Yep, it's got the same link in here, and this may be redundant, but again, what this is doing is addressing, when I came in, I saw that we had this adverse finding from last year. So just in case, this is
And when you say last year, that was for 23.
23 addressing it in
So
24.
Then they, last year when they got rolled up, nobody had any of the training. People took the training last year. Some department heads have done it, so, and they've done it this year as well, so. Just for
Yeah, no,
the public to understand it wasn't, because the audit this year would have been from 24, so.
yeah, they do the audits for a year past. This is me being ultra careful for you guys.
Yeah.
When I did the action plan, when I first came in, said we were gonna do an ordinance, this
Yeah,
ordinance
that's-
covers it.
Did they say anything about it, Ryan, yesterday about the internal controls? So see, they didn't even write them up or.
No, that wasn't all in the packet.
So from here, just adopting the ordinance would be my recommendation. I'll attach this to State Board of Accounts, and then that should be completing our.
So this is gonna be 12. Even though, did you guys already sign this one?
No, there's the back page.
And those are the big things I had to get done this week.
Okay, I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance number 12, an ordinance requiring mandatory training on internal control standards for all county personnel.
I'm sorry.
All in favor?
Aye.
Dustin, did you have anything? Normal meeting.
We did start hauling Sunday this week, so. Right.
And you're good.
15 days out.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
Do you have anything? Oh, we need to do this Purdue thing. Have you seen that? That's the Purdue contract. It's already paid, paid over to the extension.
He just brought that into my office,
Just
so I knew that,
We can table that till Monday if you want. Okay.
you know,
I can take a look. It's a page and a half.
This is where we need to put your
Yeah, where it
direct
says.
call complaints.
Yeah, direct all complaints.
I know Joe and Brian's not as patient as I am, so I probably better got to do that. Listen to the complaints.
Yep. I've got to call the gentleman here in a minute about the animal control complaints, so,
Yeah, I was just,
so 5 or 6
trying to be
a
funny.
day, I guess.
Does that mean I can direct all my complaints?
Yep. All.
We didn't have to sign anything else, did we?
88.
That was just commissioner's office of the building. Yeah.
Coordinator.
You've got the commissioners as a general on the ADA coordinator,
The general.
or
Still put your name there.
It says you're capable of that. You're good with it? Okay, so. I'll make a motion. This is an extension contract for Purdue University's extension office. Already a budgeted item, $53,500. I'll make a motion to approve this.
I'll second.
All in favor? Says here typed, so you type, our name get typed in there, or?
No, you can send it to me like that. You can just print it or I see it, whichever.
I do have 10 of 2.
The numbering thing has done that to me many times. Which I don't understand that.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure which file this goes in.
Well, no, that,
That's gotta go in this one.
has done that to me before.
And anything else? I will make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.